Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today, we're talking about something that keeps every business owner up at night: fraud. But you know what? The best defense is a good offense. That's why we're diving deep into the top 10 tips for conducting internal audits to detect fraud in 2024. Fraud can destroy reputations and trust that took years to build. But don't worry, we're here to give you the tools to fight back. These tips are going to help you stay ahead of the curve and ensure your business remains secure. We're talking practical, actionable steps you can implement right now. So let's get started. Let's kick things off with the foundation of any good fraud prevention plan: a strong internal control system. You wouldn't leave your front door unlocked, would you? Of course not. You have locks and alarms to keep the bad guys out. Internal controls are the locks and alarms of your business. Separate duties, require authorization, double-check invoices, and document everything. These steps make a world of difference. Create a culture of accountability and transparency. Evaluate your system and make changes now. Now, let's talk about regular audits. I know, the word audit might make you cringe, but trust me, regular audits are like checkups at the doctor. They detect problems early before they become major issues. Spend a little time and money now, or a lot later dealing with fraud. Regular audits identify weaknesses and suspicious activity. The key here is regular. Be proactive and consistent. Alright, let's talk about a game changer in the fight against fraud: data analytics. We live in a digital age, which means businesses are generating more data than ever before. Data analytics is the process of using software and algorithms to analyze large sets of data and identify patterns, trends, and anomalies. In the context of fraud detection, this means you can use data analytics to identify unusual transactions, spot red flags, and catch fraudsters in the act. It's like having a digital detective working for you 24/7. Chapter 4. Train your team. Knowledge is power. Your employees are your first line of defense against fraud. Invest in regular fraud awareness training for your entire team. Use real-life examples, case studies, and interactive exercises. Teach them about different types of fraud and red flags. Keep your team up to date on the latest trends. Make fraud awareness a part of your company culture. The more they know, the better they'll protect your business. Chapter 5. Whistleblower policies. Encourage speaking up. Employees are often in the best position to spot fraud. They're the ones on the front lines, seeing the day-to-day operations and transactions. That's why it's so important to have a clear and robust whistleblower policy in place. This policy should outline the process for reporting suspicious activity, guarantee anonymity for whistleblowers, and protect them from retaliation. A strong whistleblower policy encourages employees to speak up without fear of retribution, and that can make all the difference in detecting and preventing fraud. Financial statements. Don't just glance, analyze. Your financial statements are a goldmine of information about your business's financial health. Dig deep. Are there any inconsistencies? Any unusual fluctuations in revenue or expenses? Any transactions that don't add up? These could be red flags. You don't have to be an expert to spot problems. If something seems off, ask questions. Chapter 7. High-risk areas. Know your weak points. Every business has them, those areas where fraud is more likely to occur. It could be anything from procurement and inventory management to payroll and expense reimbursements. The first step is to identify your high-risk areas. Once you know your weak points, you can start to implement stronger controls and procedures to mitigate those risks. For example, if you've identified procurement as a high-risk area, you might consider implementing a more robust vendor approval process or conducting regular audits of your purchase orders. Chapter 8. Technology. Your new best friend in fraud detection. Let's face it, technology is constantly evolving, and the tools for detecting and preventing fraud are no exception. There are some incredibly powerful software programs and platforms out there that can help you stay one step ahead of the fraudsters. We're talking about things like fraud detection software that uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to analyze transactions and identify suspicious activity in real time. Data analytics tools that can help you visualize your data, spot trends, and identify anomalies. Investing in the right technology can make all the difference. Chapter 9. Surprise audits. Keep 'em guessing. Alright, let's talk about a tactic that can be incredibly effective in catching fraudsters off guard. Surprise audits. The element of surprise can be a powerful tool, especially when it comes to fraud detection. If someone knows an audit is coming, they have time to cover their tracks. But a surprise audit, that throws a wrench in their plans. You can conduct smaller, more targeted surprise audits of specific departments, processes, or transactions. The key is to be unpredictable. Chapter 10. External auditors. A fresh set of eyes. Let's talk about the importance of bringing in outside help. An external auditor brings a fresh perspective and unbiased opinion. They're more likely to spot things you might have missed. Bound by professional standards, they report any fraud they uncover. Outro: stay vigilant, stay protected. That's it for our top 10 tips for conducting internal audits to detect fraud in 2024. Remember, fraud can happen to anyone, but by taking a proactive approach to prevention and detection, you can significantly reduce your risk. Implement these tips, stay vigilant, and don't be afraid to adapt your strategies as needed. The world of fraud is constantly evolving, so it's important to stay informed and stay ahead of the curve. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on business, finance, and entrepreneurship. Until next time, stay safe and protect what you've worked so hard to build.